HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we got the news for the brand new season. It will be called the Timeless Travels season, and we got all the info that we're going to need for Go Battle League. We're going to be scrolling through here. I'm going to be giving you guys my live reactions. First off, we have the cups. Retro Cup is back. Holiday Cup as well. We have the Great League Remix Cup, which is a cup that I really enjoy, which is typically they just ban the most 20 used Pokemon. Typically ends up being a very fun meta. Fantasy Cup Great League Edition. Hisui Cup. This season is based around the region of Hisui, which is pretty cool. We have a Go Battle Day, a Go Battle Week. Oh my goodness, okay. Honestly, the thing that I'm most looking for here, and we have the bans, are the changes. Mudslap is getting buffed. Honestly, I'm a fan. Fire Spin getting buffed. Oh boy. Incinerate getting extremely buffed. Incinerate now doing 33% more damage. That's a wild buff, but honestly, being a 5-turn move, it's very unwieldy. So that is, honestly, I'm excited for that. Blaze Kick getting a small buff. This one, I'm sad about, to be honest. Breaking Swipe, the chance to lower the opponent's attack is no longer guaranteed. While this does limit the impact of Steelix, it's going to hurt a lot of the other Breaking Swipe users that honestly were very balanced. So that's a change that I'm not as much of a fan of. Iron Tail getting buffed and energy generation increasing. That one is very interesting. Keep in mind, Steelix also does get Iron Tail, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Steel Wing energy generation increases. This is pretty cool. Astonish gets a real buff. Let's go. Nearly doubling the damage from Astonish. That is pretty hype. Bubble getting buffed. Azu definitely had fallen off, so I understand why they're doing this. Like, ideally, you want Azumarill to be able to beat Medicham, and in this current season, before these changes, obviously, honestly, Medicham kind of had the edge there, which is crazy considering it's a fighter going up against a fairy type. Scald getting buffed, and Scald has a greater chance to load the opponent's attack by one stage, and we have a second Medicham nerf, nerfing Psychic from 85 power to 75 power. This is interesting. And now we have the attack availability updates, the most exciting part of the season. Let's take a look. First off, Wigglytuff gets Icy Wind. That is a very interesting update. Wigglytuff now having the ability to lower the opponent's damage output, and Poliwrath gets it as well. This is really nice. Instead of being stuck with Ice Punch, Poliwrath now has Icy Wind. That's a really nice update for Poliwrath. Abomasnow also gets Icy Wind. This is really, and Avalugg does as well. Avalugg and Hisui and Avalugg too. Okay, these updates are actually really cool. I love Avalugg so much. Avalugg is an absolute blast to run in the Master League, so I'm quite excited for this. Next up, we have Frigibax, and we have Arctibax getting Icy Wind. Arctibax, already in my view, the best dragon type in the Great League, getting some love. We have Alolan Raichu getting Parabolic Charge, which unfortunately, we have Dedenne getting Parabolic Charge. Parabolic Charge, unfortunately, still not the greatest charge move ever. Alolan Raichu getting Trailblaze. Raichu getting Trailblaze. Alolan Meowth and Alolan Persian getting Trailblaze. Ariados getting Trailblaze. Okay, I'm intrigued. Cacnea and Cacturn getting Trailblaze. Oranguru getting Trailblaze. Oh, they did not. They did not buff Greedent again. No! Greedent gets a third charge move at long last, and it's Trailblaze. Honestly, Greedent is so good in the Ultra League at the moment that this is a bit worrisome to me. This is a bit worrisome to me. I'll be 100% transparent. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, we'll have to see how that goes. Nimble and Low Kicks get Trailblaze. Arboliva and Dolive also get Trailblaze. Alolan Sandslash gets Aerial Ace. Alolan Sandslash now getting a move that it can hit back for super effective damage against the Medicham. Delibird getting a little bit of love. Delibird gets Fly. This means they're giving more Mons Fly. Fly is a terrific charge move. Having it released to more Pokemon is exciting. I'm excited to see what else gets it. Staravia gets it. Staraptor finally gets a move that isn't a nuke move. It gets a consistent move, so it's not stuck running Brave Bird. Staraptor getting Fly is very interesting. Now it can run Fly in close combat instead of being stuck with Brave Bird. Rufflet, Braviary, and Hisuian Braviary all get Fly. I see Fletchling. Does this mean Talonflame? Talonflame gets Fly! Okay, Talonflame is going to be very, very interesting. Doing 33% damage more with Incinerate and getting Fly. These updates are crazy. These updates are crazy. Vikavolt gets Fly. Slowbro gets Scald. Galarian Slowbro gets Scald. Politoed gets Scald. Slowking, Galarian Slowking, Quillfish, Suicune. Finally not stuck with Hydro Pump. Suicune getting Scald is very interesting. Could run like Snarl, Scald, and I believe it gets Icy Wind. We have Ludicolo with Scald, Wailord with Scald, Whiscash. This is actually good. Whiscash gets a good water-type charge move, so it's not stuck with the expensive Blizzard anymore. These are really good updates. Crawdon gets Scald. Vigoroth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Vigoroth not stuck just with Bulldoze, which is a terrible, terrible move. Toxicroak getting Shadow Ball. So Toxicroak has a way to nuke Medicham. They're giving other fighters ways to fight back. That's so cool. Palossand getting the newly buffed Astonish. Articuno may finally see a return to relevance here, potentially, as it gets Triple Axle. Articuno, instead of debuffing your opponent with Icy Wind, now has the ability to buff itself with Triple Axle. Delibird gets Triple Axle. Frostlass gets Triple Axle. And Cryogonal gets Triple Axle. Oh my goodness. I absolutely cannot wait. Alright, well, what's to do other than go over to the good old-fashioned PV Poke. And let's take a look at some of this stuff. First off, Triple Axle Frostlass. Frostlass getting to boost itself sounds kind of terrifying. Frostlass, of course, already a very, very strong pick. But with Triple Axle, Frostlass already hits very hard. Let's check this out. Oh, I need to add Pokemon for it to go up against. Triple Axle. Looks like in the ones, Sim's not as big of a fan. In the twos, however, this finally allows Frostlass to beat Shadow Victreebel, which is a nice adjustment. Previously, Victreebel was just able to Razor Leaf down, and that is a bit of an unfortunate feeling if you're an Ice type. So it looks like more of a side grade there. Toxicroak with Shadow Ball. Question is, what set will it run? It's a very interesting one. Ooh, Vigoroth with Rock Slide is one that I really want to check out. Obviously, you are sacrificing that charge move coverage against Steels, but Rock Slide's just a better move. Bulldoze, a pretty mediocre move, all things being considered. Let's take a look. It's now beating Frostlass, beating Mandibuzz, beating Mantine, beating Charmalola Ninetales, Noctowl, and Vigoroth is going to drop Steelix, Fisk, and the Mirror, just due to the fact that, at least with these two, you don't have that coverage against the Steel types. Let's take a look at the ones. Vigoroth can now beat Kofagrigus. So Vigoroth, long just in absolute shambles by Ghost types, now has an ability to fight back. Also beating Frostlass and the Ninetales, losing Quagsire and the Registeel. Let's take a look at the 2-shield here. In the 2-shield, you're just dropping Lantern in the 2s. Yeah, there were a couple that I was very... Oh my goodness, Talonflame as well. I would have to go to my local copy of PV Poke for Talonflame doing extra damage. But, ooh, this is one. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Master League. Granted, it is stuck still with Ice Fang, but Icy Wind on Avalugg. Does it just sacrifice Body Slam here? Or do we get away with Avalanche? Honestly, Avalanche is such a good move that it's tough to get rid of. That's in the Great League. Okay, we're gonna go to Masters. Let's take a look. Looks like no differences if you get away with Body Slam. What about the ones? Allows you to pick up Exca, Mewtwo, and Yveltal, but you drop Rhyperior and Zekrom. And the twos. It's like the twos, it's missing it a little bit. What if we take a look at Body Slam here? Body Slam, Icy Wind. Okay. So that moveset, oh my goodness. Nah, here's the one. I'm very curious to look at Poliwrath now. Go to Great League. Let's take a look at Poliwrath. Because Ice Punch, pretty underwhelming. But now against Icy Wind, they are really doing their best to try and make other fighters viable in this patch update. And I quite like it. Oh my. Right off the bat, look at that. An improvement in the ones. Look at the twos. An improvement as well. Let's check an Ultra. Oh my. Oh my. Granted that includes buffs, but Poliwrath is looking scary. Poliwrath is looking scary in the Ultra League. I like it. I like it a lot. That is wild. Yo, hold on. I was just told something. And then it looks like for the Go Battle week, we'll be able to do 10 sets per day instead of 5. So Talon, I think Talon is probably going to be one of the last ones that I check here. Obviously, Incinerate, getting a damage buff is big, but I just want to take a look at Fly. Fly is so consistent. So the Sims aren't loving it as much, but it is. But look at the twos here. The twos where you're not so reliant on just landing a Brave Bird is really, really interesting. And also Fire Spin getting above. They are really trying to make fire types happen in this update, and I really like it. All right, chat, that's gonna do it for me and my initial thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.